So Ingenica is a UK-based... try again, shall I? Okay.
I would recommend,
Yeah,
in between
not
bits,
trying to look at it.
I would put it down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
What
probably.
I'm looking for
Okay.
is lots of...
Dynamism. Okay.
So, tell me what Ingenica do.
So we're a UK-based healthcare company working with solutions in the back office of healthcare. It's very much around looking at efficiencies and driving savings through. At the moment, we're very focused on inventory management and supply chain activities, but we see that intrinsically linked with the back office functions of the healthcare environment.
Done.
Okay.
Can go now.
Yay. That was it. Yeah, I think that sounded. I think we covered that. Yeah.
Even when you finish,
Yeah.
still keep looking to,
Hi, Chris.
to Julia.
Yeah, just for
A few seconds.
Okay.
Same, yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned at the moment in that, some people might think, well, at the moment they're currently focused on the back office, but does it mean that, in a week's time they'll be looking at the front office?
Oh, right. Okay.
That's my only
Yeah,
concern
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking how we can, let's give it another stab. Sorry. No worries. Who are Ingenica and what do you do?
So Ingenica Solutions is a UK-based company working in healthcare, providing solutions to the back office. We have a...
Okay, we'll start with we have.
Yeah.
How about we focus on improving processes and efficiency.
Yeah, we focus on improving process and efficiency, particularly looking at inventory management and supply chain and how that's an enabler in terms of track and trace, patient level costing and more granular information about cost drivers within the NHS.
Right, it's not here, but it's yes, it is there. Good.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. If you're happy.
Yeah. Okay.
The next answer starts with we supply and develop solutions. As an overview to the company, what would you say you do?
I suppose we supply and develop solutions for the market, either ourselves or with working with third-party solutions. It's about creating the best technology to solve the problem that the customer has and making the best use of that technology to create savings and efficiencies.
Okay. And in terms of the next one, products and services, which I think you've slightly touched on already, but what would you say are the key products and services that you provide?
I suppose essentially we're solving problems through the use of technology. So we provide consultancy, hardware, software, solutions derived around that. But more than anything, it's around helping with the change management process to embed those new technologies and processes within an organisation to create efficiencies and savings.
Okay. Zebra.
Yeah. Okay.
Explain the relationship that you have with Zebra.
So we're a reseller for Zebra Technologies.
If we could start it without a show.
Oh, okay. We're a reseller for Zebra Technologies. Zebra have a wide range of data capture devices that are used in warehouse, retail, and we're utilising those technologies in the healthcare environment. So for us, they have devices that are warehouse driven for people doing sort of warehouse operation. And what we're looking at is different technologies that we can bring to add to our solution to enable data capture.
If we just go back, what we're looking at almost sounds as if you're going to do it in the future.
Okay.
Or what we specialise in.
Yeah, okay. So what we specialise in is looking at partners like Zebra and looking at the most appropriate technologies for healthcare to ensure that they can capture their data into our solutions and information systems in the most effective way.
Future plans for Zebra?
Just more of the same, really, in terms
If
of
you could put the question in the answer.
yeah.
Yeah. What would you say the future plans are for Zebra?
To become more of an integral reseller for their solutions in healthcare. As this market blossoms in terms of data capture and actually getting more information, we see Zebra as an integral part of our strategy going forward.
Why is it important to have a device that's easy to use for a clinician? And remember, if you can put the question in the answer.
It's important to have a device that's easy for a clinician because it's got to be as simple as possible to make their job as easy as possible. We're very used in warehousing to big clunky devices, but actually that's got probably too much on it for a clinician. They just want to be able to press the appropriate buttons very simply to issue the product out really efficiently. Remember, these are people that are in a busy, pressurised healthcare environment, and it's got to be slick, simple, and it's got to do the job really quickly. So that's what we were looking at when we were looking at the MC18 for healthcare.
Compared to the MC55, time saving, reacting to what's the difference between the MC?
Yeah, the MC55, which is a sort of a very good, stable product for warehouse, versus the MC18. The MC18 is designed primarily for retail type of shopping experience, so it's much lighter, much simpler to use. The MC55 is a ruggerized warehouse solution, and it's got lots of buttons on it and lots of functions, which is great, but we just wanted a much simplified solution for the clinician.
In a wider film, do you think we would use that? I mean, it's
Yeah,
almost like,
no, probably not
Yeah,
so much focused on
yeah.
MC18s or MC55s.
yeah, it's like sort of talking about previous,
Mm.
you know.
We probably wouldn't really, because we're just saying that we've developed a clinician-led solution, so we probably wouldn't compare the MC55 to the MC18.
How about if we just go back a step and just say the MC18 has moved on from its predecessor. The predecessor was had lots of functions on it, but it was very clunky and whatever.
I think that's probably the wrong thing to say, because the MC17 was a predecessor to the MC18.
Oh right, okay.
So they're not
I'm barking up the
They're
wrong
not
tree.
linked, yeah, they're not
okay.
linked. So I think we can say we were looking for a simple light device
Yeah.
for the clinician, and we chose the MC18 as giving us all the functionality that we needed
Yeah.
as being the best on the market, maybe something like that.
Tell us about the expertise in your team.
So I've got a really dynamic, diverse...
So,
Oh, I've done it again. And another thing. I've got a really dynamic, diverse team. We've got younger people at the beginning of their career, and we've got older people that bring a wealth of expertise. They come from a range of backgrounds. So we've got people from healthcare, people from procurement in the public sector, people from IT, because we need that wide range to bring that wide range of expertise. Say that again.
Lots of wide range.
Yeah, we need that
And wouldn't it?
breadth,
Yeah,
I think is the word.
Start with we need.
We need that breadth of experience within our team to implement solutions within the healthcare environment, because all of those people, procurement, clinicians, ICT, are involved in this project. It's not a singular silo project. It involves all those parts of the organisation.
What's your approach to working with the NHS?
Good question. What is my approach to working with the NHS?
Just phone
Hang
them
on, I
up.
better
Phone them up. The NHS. What's your approach to working with them?
Our approach to working with the NHS is very much one of partnership.
Okay, sorry. If you could start the sentence with your eye on me. I know it's really tempting to look elsewhere. Your approach to the NHS.
Our approach to working with the NHS is very much about an approach of partnership. Any client that we have, NHS or alternative, is very much around making sure that we work very closely with the client and making sure we deliver what they need in a solution and get the returns that they need out of that solution. Have I? I've not really covered that, have I? As much as I should. Okay.
We'll give it another step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So our approach in working with the NHS is around very much one of partnership. It's important that we recommend the best technology, something that's future-proof and flexible, but actually working with them really closely to make sure they achieve the outcome that they need and the returns that they need to achieve. So it's becoming something like a trusted partner, so that actually they can come to us around problems that they're having or solutions that they need to find, and we can advise them on the best use of technology to help solve those issues.
Do you want to tell me roughly, you don't have to pinpoint who they are, but roughly how many trusts are you working with?
Yeah, we're currently working with 8 trusts in the UK. We've also got 5 private customers, some of those in healthcare, as healthcare providers. So that's the rough number that we're actually working with currently.
And time-wise, I mean, how long have you been working with them?
So we've built that customer base up over the last 3 years. And obviously with the new government initiative that's coming, we anticipate that number to increase as the need for particularly inventory management and supply chain solutions around the GS1 programme actually drives the market through.
Is GS1 the 2020 thing?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to the NHS? I mean, we touched on the return on investment.
Yeah, okay. So I think we could talk about, it's important to get technology right in the NHS, and it's very difficult to get technology right in the NHS.
Okay.
Due to the fractured nature of it, effectively.
Okay. What is the NHS? What are the technological challenges dealing with the NHS?
The NHS is a big organisation. Each of the trusts that we work with are probably very different in the way that they're structured and that they work, and they're different cultures. So whilst we have a national health service, actually we're probably dealing with lots of different organisations that have different structures. So the whole size of the NHS is a challenge for SME. But it's also about finding your route into the NHS and finding those people that you need to speak to and actually to enable change. We're not just selling technology, we're selling much more than that, and we're actually providing more than that. We're providing change management to actually help people change the way that they approach a process that's much more efficient, and it's actually embedding that technology within that organisation. I think there's been a lot of technology projects, large-scale technology projects that have failed. So it's about making sure that we keep it small to start with and make sure that we get it right and get it right for that client.
In terms of the benefits for them, what would you see?
I think the benefits, the benefits of the client are really around a much more modernised process, supported by really excellent technology that they can rely on, that is future-proof and allows them to not only gain savings today, but gain recurring savings and add to that solution in the future to continue to make improvements within their organisation.
In terms of your particular piece of kit, what sort of savings are they sort of generally looking at?
So in our client base, last recorded, we can range from anything from 4.5 to 8.5 to 1. There are further savings that need to be, that recurring savings that we need to reassess, but we generally look at anywhere between that range of savings.
So 4.5
to 1 to 8.5 to 1.
Right. As opposed to
so every
800% or
yeah, so every £1 they put in, they get 8.5 back, basically.
Okay. Why don't you say that? In terms of their return, what can they? over what period and over what return do you think is workable?
Okay, so the returns will vary.
So,
Oh, I've done it again. There we go. I'll try it again without the so. Returns will vary from client to client, and it will depend on what they've done already in terms of their processes or what actions they've taken or the size of their teams. The results that we've had to date range from £8.5 for every one that they spend to £4.5 for every one that they spend. It will depend on the scope and the range of what they're going to do and how they're going to work in future. But it's our job as part of our process to make sure they get those returns out of the solution.
and time frames?
Time frames can vary. It depends on, again, the scope of the area that they start with. They tend to look at one area in the first place. It might be theatres or a cardiology suite. And then they'll move on and take other areas of the trust in phases. So that will tend to be probably 1 to 2 years to do a whole trust, an area maybe a couple of months, or it may be 6 months.
Good. I think you're on that. Anything else you can add to that, do you think?
No, I don't think so. That was okay. It's difficult to remember what you've said, actually.
I quite like that last line. Ultimately, it's about working partnership.
Which one?
It's on the second page. It's the first bit on the second page.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. If you had to sum up in one line what your relation or what you would like your relationship to be seen by the NHS, what would you say that is?
Ultimately, it's a working partnership with that client. We don't just want to be seen as a supplier. We want to be seen as a result. Can't read it. I can't read it. You spotted it, didn't you? Okay, I'll try that again without looking down at what I was meant to be saying.
You got halfway through.
I did, yeah. I'm trying to say it word for word, and it's probably not going to come out word for word. Okay.
Abandon the.
Bad on the piece of paper.
Okay. In one line, what would you say is your? How would you like you to be seen by the NHS?
Ultimately, we'd like our clients to see us as as having a working relationship with them, not just a supplier of software and technology, but someone and a resource that they can rely on when they've got a need that they need to resolve or call on, and that we be there for them.
Good. So the last bit is what's your USP?
Okay.
Is that technology? I'm not completely sure about that last statement.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I
I
won't
just
say
think
that.
it might
Yeah,
be
it's a little...
ending on a bit of a neg.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So,
So in terms of your USP, what would you say?
I think our USP is a mix of factors. It's our staff, it's our technology, and it's really that we put our customers at the centre of everything that we do. We're highly focused on the customer and achieving what the customer needs to achieve.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Anything else that you think that we might need to go back over?
Let me double check. I have my marketing team telling me what I've missed. For listening. We haven't mentioned anything about in the very first paragraph. I think it's just important to say that we look at inventory management as an enabler to track and trace patient level costing and those type of
Okay,
things.
why don't we do the first bit again?
Okay.
Is it still rolling?
Yep.
We're going to repeat the first bit again. Are you picking up my voice?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We're going to redo the first bit again. If you can, without say, who are Ingenica and what are your solutions?
Ingenica is a UK-based company. We're working in the healthcare space. We're very much looking about solutions to provide efficiencies and savings, particularly in the back office space, with a real strong focus on inventory management and supply chain. Inventory management is a real enabler for a number of initiatives. So it's around getting details of tracking and tracing, what product did we use on what patient, what that cost us, so a patient level costing, how much our service lines are costing us, and ultimately whether the patient cost us from the clinical pathway and what choices that were made and how much they resulted in costs in the costs of that. Ultimately, it's about procurement linking to outcomes. So, actually, have we bought the best product that's going to give the best outcome for that patient? So, we are very focused on looking at solutions that start to provide that data for the NHS going forward.
Okay, we'll do the next one as well, just for that.
Mhm.
Give us an overview of what your company do. You've already said it anyway.
Okay. So, effective.
So,
Oh, crikey. I'd probably say so everything. Bad habit. Now I realise it, I'll be hearing it all day, won't I? Okay. We supply and develop solutions for the healthcare market. It's important to us that the technology that we recommend to our customers does a really good job and is future-proof. So we work with our own development, but we also work with third parties, best of breeds, to bring a real solution that actually meets all the customers' requirements. Yeah.
do you want to mention Microsoft?
Yeah, I could mention Microsoft, shouldn't I? Should probably do that.
Okay, the next one I think I'm good on the Zebra stuff.
Okay.
But we'll just do the what products and services do you provide?
Okay.
I quite like that first answer. Essentially, what products and services do you provide?
We provide technology solutions and technology implementation capability to our customers, whether that's developed solutions ourselves or whether we provide best-of-breed third-party solutions. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is bring the best technology to our customer base to solve the issues that they have. So we partner with the likes of Zebra and with Microsoft in order to be able to provide that real strong technology base, because our customer needs a real robust solution for now, but also for the future.
Essentially, we solve business problems for our clients.
Okay, should I just say that?
Yeah.
Essentially, we solve business problems for our clients.
Anything on Zebra that we don't think that we've... Did we do why Ingenica chose Zebra?
No, I don't think we did we?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Page.
Why did you, without saying, why did you choose Zebra?
We chose Zebra as a partner because we believe that they have the best technology solutions on the market and give us the best service. So we were really keen on the way that they are focused on technology and improving technology and invest in further technology solutions. That's where we chose Zebra.
Good.